Just a few years ago, Ryan Trahan was known as the Penny Guy, but that all changed when he introduced a new video to his channel, 1-star reviews. And I find that fascinating because when you think of today's world of content creation, there are many creators who are known for just one thing. That's it. They do it until it's so boring and dry and they run out of ideas and the audience runs bored of them. It's not just in content creation, it's also for movie stars who are known for one role that's all they're known as for the rest of their life. You think of Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Potter or Ralph Macchio as the Karate Kid, Robert Downey Jr. in Iron Man. These are roles that are tough to break away from, and while we love them as an audience, sometimes those actors don't love being known for one role only. So how did Ryan Trahan break away from being just the Penny Guy into something else? And please, right now, comment, what do you know Ryan Trahan as? Is he the Penny Guy? Is he the 1-star review guy? Is he the Joyride guy? Is he something else? Please comment right now. And the answer to this whole video can be summed up into one word. It's formats. He creates different types of formats that allow him to be successful on YouTube. But the question is, what are those formats? How do they work? And are there any patterns between them that stand out? The first format that we have to talk about, obviously, is the Penny series. It's been some time since Ryan's done this Penny series, and he's done it multiple times. Now, 2022 was his biggest Penny series. If you're unfamiliar with anything that I'm saying right now, Ryan lived on 1 penny for 30 days.
This is a penny, and I'm gonna use it across America in the next 30 days.
Of course, he was able to make money from that additional penny by trading, making more money through different jobs, but he did this all within a 30-day span, releasing 1 video a day for 30 days. Honestly, this is what helped to blow up his channel even bigger than it was. Then he repeated that in 2023 with an international Penny series. Of course, this was not his first time actually doing that. He did it years prior to that, where he lived off of a penny for a week, for a couple days, in multiple different series. The first video was in July of 2017, where he turned 1 penny into $1,000.
I'm going to turn this single penny into $1,000 on this new YouTube series.
Now, this series has been broken down so many times, but essentially what you need to know is he opened the video with him waking up, giving you a recap of what happened, doing the actual challenge for the day, teasing that a money reset could happen to him and blowing up the entire challenge, and then ending the night. He did this every single day for 30 days. He did this every day in his international series. The reason it worked is because it became a watch pattern for viewers. It was posted at the same time, and that's why he became known as the Penny Guy. But that started to change with his new format of 1-star reviews, which he posted directly after his international Penny series. This is where he tested 1-star restaurants in a video that has over 25 million views today. But the funny thing was, this wasn't his first 1-star review. It was just him dipping his toes back in the waters and kind of reformatting it to his current structure of storytelling. He did a 1-star review back on Amazon products in November of 2019. And since that time, he's done restaurants, he's done drive-thrus, hotels, theme parks. He even did a remix on this with I tested restaurants with no reviews, which is kind of a funny take on it. He found a format that works and he does it time and time again. But how does this series actually work? Well, he goes to 3 to 5 different places in each video that have extremely low ratings. Usually there's something wrong with the place, something gross, something nasty, some bad experience. But he has to go and write a 5-star review.
1-star reviews on Yelp are insane. I have collected the craziest 1-star airline reviews. I have collected the craziest 1-star hotel reviews across all of America. I've stayed in more 1-star hotels than I care to admit.
He reads off multiple reviews, does some of the bad things, for example, like waiting in line at a theme park or eating a nasty menu item at a restaurant.
Tonight, the owner tried to shake my pockets for tip and got mad at my baby because he didn't clear his plate completely. And yet again, another yummy plate. I'm going in for a 3rd plate.
And then he has to tie all the story together in some way at the end.
Honey, I'm home. I have all 4 toys right here. Spock is so excited, and I wouldn't want to spend it with anybody else. We got burgers. We played mini golf in the dark. We had a little bit too much fun on our golf cart. No vomit. I'm fully clothed, and I had a blast. If you're looking for 5 stars, you're probably gonna find them.
These videos get tens of millions of views because each of them is very familiar. Though he's going to theme parks, though he's going to hotels, though he's going to restaurants, that format, that structure of the video is the exact same. But there are actually 3 other formats that Ryan hits on his channel, including number 3 here, social challenges. These are pretty funny to watch because Ryan's a very awkward person, so pairing him in a social setting is kind of funny.
I sent it upside down because, you know.
For example, he invited 100 different celebrities to his birthday, or he went to 100 different drive-thrus. Even back in the day, he rented a dog for 24 hours. That was the whole video.
It's been really fun so far today. It's been a fun day and you've been really good.
And what he does for each video is he sets a goal that he has to accomplish. He wants to get an iPad for his birthday. He wants to prove to you that corporate America has been lying to us about fast food. He wants to get more sleep. It can be anything big, or usually it's pretty darn small, but it's a storytelling mechanism that he ties you into. He tracks it along the way with some sort of pyramid graphic, and then he actually goes restaurant by restaurant or person by person, showing this full story unfold. Are you sensing a pattern yet in why each of these formats worked? If not yet, I'll reveal it at the end. But let's go to number 4, which is video game challenges. This is another one. While I don't think Ryan is fully known for like social challenges as a video format, I do think that the video game challenge one is one that he's more known for. I think this format was kind of born out of the pandemic because his first video in this format was running a marathon in VR. It's a funny concept no matter where you are in time, but he took that and expanded to doing other video games. He spent 100 days in the metaverse, 100 days in Pokemon, 100 days in Grand Theft Auto.
And I'm gonna be spending the next 100 metaverse days in this headset. 100 Minecraft days is equal to 33 hours in real life. And that's how long I'm spending in real life Minecraft VR.
And the breakdown of this format is pretty darn simple. He starts out each video by explaining why he is going about doing this. Usually it's some sort of tie back to his childhood.
First time I saw a Game Boy Color, I asked my friend if I could play it and he punched me. I'm an adult now. I bought my own Nintendo Switch and I actually just picked up the new Pokemon game.
He then gives a breakdown on the day length. He sets some sort of goal. In the metaverse, I think it was to make a friend. In Pokemon, it was to become a champion.
My goal here in the next 100 days, become a champion. That means defeating all 8 gym leaders by destroying their Pokemon with no remorse. Can you buy the most expensive condo legally? Get rich AF morally? Not break a single law? Literally.
And then he sets little goals along the way. For example, in the Pokemon, he had to beat 4 elite champions. In Grand Theft Auto, he couldn't break a single rule. And then at the end, he ties it all together. One of my favorite videos on YouTube, regardless his or not, is his metaverse one that just like tied things together in such a perfect bow tie storybook ending.
Clay, how's it going, bro?
Buddy, how you doing?
Good to see you. Maybe the metaverse won't be so bad.
And while that format's been big for him, I don't think it's even quite as impactful as this 5th one, which is his experiential travel videos. Really, you can break this down into 3 different categories. There's luxury, there's hotels, and then there's like events. For example, I stayed in luxury tiny homes, or the 50 states in 50 days series, or I stayed in OMG Airbnbs.
Go stay in the most strange Airbnbs on the entire planet that you won't believe are real.
The random thing is this all started back in 2019 where he stayed overnight in the world's largest potato.
This is the world's largest potato.
He copied the format again by staying in the world's tiniest Airbnb. And while initially he was relying on these big grandiose framing devices for selling the videos, now he can get away with a little bit more relatable topics. Just staying in an Airbnb.
I made it a life goal to stay in every single Airbnb category on the planet.
For this breakdown, he usually gives a layout of exactly where he's going, where he's traveling to. He shows them at the beginning and then sets some sort of goal. Like at the Airbnbs, it was having an OMG moment at each one. For trains across the country, it was taking a photo Polaroid for his dad. Then he gives the viewers a lay of the land. The viewer wants to be there with him. They want to see what he's seeing. They may not be able to afford going on these vacations, so he wants to bring the viewer in to basically experience that too.
You have a nice living room with a TV, a kitchen with everything you need, really.
And usually there's some story through line throughout this entire thing, like watching Ratatouille because he's going to Paris and wants to surprise his wife. And then he ties this all up with some sort of wholesome ending.
We cracked open some new Joyride and shared our favorite memories of the trip. And just like that, I have another folder on my desktop.
But the reason these are so fantastic is because it lets Ryan not just be the penny guy. He's able to do all of these different things in different formats and reach a new audience. He's not the penny guy. He's not the 1-star review guy. He's Ryan Trahan. And when more viewers know you for different things, the better that is for your channel. When you have people who are interested in travel, you're able to bring new viewers in that way. When you have viewers who are interested in eating at different restaurants, you bring viewers in that way. When you have viewers that are interested in challenge videos like surviving on a penny, you bring in viewers that way. When you have viewers interested in video games, they're a bunch of new viewers. And so you're reaching, yes, that core Trahan audience, but also all of these audiences beyond that for every video. And the reason reason I broke down each of these formats is because they're very, very simple. They're very formulaic. So for each 1-star review, you know exactly what you're getting. It's familiar when you watch the next one. When you see the thumbnail, it's a very similar thumbnail. You know what you're getting when you click in to watch it. When he goes to these different Airbnbs, it's the same sort of format as his previous video. And that makes it very satisfactory for a viewer, which is one of YouTube's top metrics, is viewer satisfaction. And it's kind of hard to believe that none of this would have happened if Ryan didn't quit schooling to become a full-time YouTuber. And by the way, I know you're here for him, but if you want to watch this video next, I'll tell you about how I quit my job to pursue YouTube full-time. I promise you'll enjoy it.